All right, welcome back. It's another hay feeding, and you're going to say, but Pam, we just did a hay feeding the other day, and you talked forever, and all we saw was this. Well, you know what? Yes, because it's the last week, I'm going to have this going on. On today is Monday. But you'll be seeing this like Wednesday. So yes, I'm a little bit stacked up on purpose because I have a craft show happening, my first in-person show for the year over the weekend that's coming up. So I need to prep for that. Of course, I'll be at that all day, which means recording on the weekend is going to be a little bit difficult. So I'm trying to just get a couple of days ahead just to save me some stress. Not to mention the fact that, like I said, this is the last week that we're going to see this. And the reason it's the last week that we're going to see this is because a lot of them are going home this weekend. And I'm just going to miss them all terribly. Okay, so who's going home? We have both of Persephone's kids, so that's V1 and V2, are going home on Saturday. Also on Saturday are both the Sock Monkeys kids. So super excited that both sets of twins are going home together to wonderful families. Love it. Can't wait for them to meet their families, see the excitement, and to just truly enjoy that. Then on Sunday, we have, I think I have them reversed. I think Sunday, Persephone's kids are the ones going home. Yeah. So it's Saturday for Sock Monkeys kids, Sunday for Persephone's kids. And then we also have one of JC's kids going home on Saturday. So JC will still, Sock Monkey and Persephone will both move out of the stall here and go back into the big girls stall where we have multiple hay feeders and plenty of space and much more pasture. They'll be out of the baby pasture. So they will move on. Left in here will be JC with one of her babies, Ren with both of her girls, and Misty with both of her kids, one boy, one girl. Misty's kids will not be ready to go home until Memorial Day weekend, which is just a couple of weeks after that. So they'll be here for a little bit longer. And as a result, Ren's baby girl, who's going home with Misty's baby girl, isn't that awesome, will also be here for a little while longer. And we'll be moving Voodoo probably that same time frame, just so that Ren, can transition once instead of transitioning twice from, two babies to one baby, then back. It's kind of easier for them to just transition from 2 babies to 0 babies. Ren's transition will be just a hair harder because she will be able to hear Voodoo, and Voodoo will cry when we move them in with the big boys, but they get over it in like an hour. It's not long at all. And they will actually be able to see each other through the pastures. But interestingly enough, hi girlfriend, did you have some hay? You have hay all over your head and all over your back and everywhere. It's an interesting transition because they do sort of still know each other, but they really don't care. And we'll show you that, right? We'll show all the like I have a mouse in my pocket, me and the dogs, me and the goats. I'll show you all that as we get to it. But yeah, for me, it's kind of that bittersweet week, right? The big kids got their last set of vaccines. They still need to be microchipped, tattooed, and castrated, or at least the ones that need to be physically tattooed need to be tattooed. So we've got to do all that this week. Like I said, I'm prepping for my craft fair, so I've got to get, all my displays and everything loaded into the car. It's a whole day Saturday, the 16th, if you want to come see me in your local JP Case Middle School on Case Boulevard. And of course I decided, why not make soap, right? That's going to be my product, soap, lotions, bath bombs, which is heavy, small, but heavy. So, here I was kind of thinking originally that this would just be an online adventure. I wouldn't do in-person markets. But as it turns out, in-person markets are kind of nice because I get to interact with the community. I honestly don't make a whole lot of money at them. So they're not really worth the time spent, other than I get to interact with the community. I get to chat. Are you having a big old piece of hay? You are. I get to chat with our local neighbors, and sometimes I get to meet some of my viewers, which is awesome. So that's a situation there. And yeah, it's a whole day event. And of course, soap, while small, is heavy. 3 bars of soap is a pound, and I'm taking like 600 bars of soap, right? So you do the math. Plus the tables, the displays, all the supplies, all the signs, everything else. It's quite the adventure. I know. You had your bottle already. We already showed the bottle for this morning. You're good. You've had your time on camera. She did get into the hay pile, and she did eat quite readily out of the hay pile, but she also is quite bottle dependent yet. What'll be nice is once the babies go home, right? So we've got 5 of them going home, which leaves us now 5 babies that I had plus her. She'll be in a little bit of a smaller group. There'll be a couple less moms in the group. So the crowd at the hay feeder will diminish quickly. And she will, will be in weaning at that point, right? Slow weaning, but will be in weaning, so that she will start to be much more interested in eating hay. What she's not interested in right now, and we haven't figured out yet, is grain. Because you're just so desperate for your bottle at that point in the morning that all you do is wait for the bottle instead of eating grain. She'll get over that once we start to eliminate the morning bottle. That's a while yet, but we'll get there. Okay, so I think that's the scoop for here. And that's why you're getting another goat butt hay eating adventure, because I'm going to miss it. All right, guys, until next time, I got work to do. Bye for now.